Hi everyone, I'm Rachel and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the cost of preimplantation genetic testing. I had PGT-A, which is for aneuploidies, which tests the chromosomes of an embryo. And so there are many benefits in doing this, but also many costs. And so the first fee that there is a freezing and thawing fee. And so first, once your embryos arrive at the facility, wherever that is, they need to thaw your embryos. Once they're finished testing the embryos, they need to refreeze them. So there's a fee associated with that. That's per person. So depending upon the fertility center that you use and your insurance and many other factors, this number varies. For me, it was $1,400. Next, there's a biopsy fee, and this was for as many embryos as possible. It didn't matter if you had one, if you had, 5 or 10, it was the same flat fee. This biopsy fee was $2,600. And then you also pay the facility that is testing the embryos. The facility that I had test mine was iGenomics. They're very well known in the industry. And so paying them directly, I paid a $900 fee for the first 4 embryos that were tested. And then for every additional embryo that you want tested, that's an extra $200. So I had 4 that were 900, and then I had 6 more tested, which was an additional $1,200, and so that was $2,100. I didn't have all of my embryos tested. I did 10 out of the 17 that I had, but that was an additional fee. So all in all, the PGT cost $6,100. Again, this number depends upon a couple things: your insurance, the facility that is testing these things, and then also it depends upon how many embryos you decide to have tested. Obviously, if you have fewer embryos, it's going to be less expensive. The more you test, the more expensive it will be. But why do such a thing if it's so expensive? That's a really good question. There is obviously a risk when you thaw an embryo and need to refreeze it. There is a risk kind of associated with that. However, it does help to prevent miscarriages. So when you're testing for chromosomes, you're given information as to whether your embryos are normal or abnormal. And so if you know that you are putting a normal chromosomal embryo in your body, the chances of you achieving success is far greater than if you have an abnormal embryo put in your body. And so this was not the cause of my miscarriages, but it certainly does help to prevent many of them. So I would recommend the testing if this is something that you're interested in. Despite the cost, I think that it outweighs, the risks. So that's my experience with my PGT, and it was $6,100. Give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful. Post a comment below if you have any questions, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe.